Welcome everyone to Mage Rage for November 2020, where we are going to be looking for 9 new items as usual. In this month, we do not have any weird things going on, though Ed has warned us that Fire Tick will be on. But seeing how that's the default in Minecraft, it's not exactly anything that probably required any unusual functions, so it's something to keep track of is going on in there. I don't think my usual loadout is going to be particularly affected by that since I don't normally use too much in the way of fire, though there is the potential problem about using lava and the like since I have been known to use that particular spell on occasion, and I'll just have to be careful on how I use that spell because if I'm not careful with it, then I could find myself in a burning forest or something like that. So I have to take a little bit of care on that matter. Now let's see. Just grabbing a couple of tools to start out with. I think I'll just start out with an axe and a pickaxe. Not worry about anything else at the moment. Though tonight I will, of course, be looking for something better on that matter to get some stone for that. But let's see what we've got here. We have got gold block. Ooh, goody. And we've got orange wool, so I'll need to find a sheep. And then redstone block, that means going deep. We need that for gold anyway. Lava bucket. Okay, obviously I need some iron to that. 64 charcoal. Charcoal? Well, I need to get a lot more wood. And a campfire, so even more charcoal. So glowstone, that means going into the nether most likely, unless I kill a couple of witches and get some from there. Acacia planks and magma blocks. So obviously I'm going to need a trip to the nether. And that's always going to be a real thrill ride. Now I'm going to be needing charcoal. So I need charcoal. That means I'm going to be needing 64 wood. Fortunately, you can have wood of any type in order to make the charcoal. And I'm being very, very inefficient in my ability to grab the wood here, apparently. My telekinesis attempts, I don't think I've gotten it right a single time yet this week. Well, nice to have that prove me wrong on that particular point. Well, of course, I didn't have it right prior to that, but it looks like I'm finally getting some practice in. I could just hope I could keep up that trend, though this one looks like it's going to be a tough one to hit. I'm not too sure it's possible to get this one right all the way through yet. At least it's not possible for me to do it. I'm sure someone who's better at this game would have had no trouble hitting all 7 of those, because I think 7 is the limit you can get. Oh yeah, I missed one and then you distracted me. Now, anyway, let's get these down here. Let's see, I've got 50. We'll just need a little bit more. Now, of course, I could get other types of wood. I really should start on the exploration leg of this, because what do I... Well, I am going to need a couple of flowers in order to get the orange dye, and of course, I need to find a sheep. Let's have a start on that. Let's see, we need to go north for this. Now, of course, I'm not going to find much in the... Oh, yeah, I also need acacia. Let's head out this way. Anything else I needed in here? It appears that the acacia plank is probably going to be the trickiest thing to find, though we'll also have to worry about the orange wool as the other potential problem child for this particular hunt. But let's head on this way. We need to get to about, ooh, how about minus 100 would be my target. So let's head on this way. I don't need any glass or anything like that. But we might get some run into a... Oh, there you go. Now we can do this. And head on a little bit faster that way. All right, there you go. I am still heading north. Good. And let's see what's on the other side of this thing. Okay, we have a spruce tree here. What's a spruce tree doing here? Oh, is that a taiga that borders this perhaps? Because that's the only reason why I could think there could possibly be a spruce tree around here. Well, hold on. Perhaps. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, okay. This is not going the way I expected. Why can't I move anywhere? All right. I was thinking of investigating to see if I could get a magma block from the bottom of the seafloor because I saw all those bubbles there. But unfortunately, we also have drowned in the area, and getting down there could be non-trivial. Though, if I had switched to water spell more quickly, I might have been able to make that. But I think that's a dangerous area. Uh, and that's a zombie oh, that's around there for some reason. Now, I'll call that so much for that direction. Okay, this is the north. So I am still heading north? And was I heading the wrong way for some time? Well, I don't know, but let's head on a little bit more this way. See if I can find something to... Ooh, there is something to eat in there, which is unlikely, but we do see these occasional spruce trees going up there. All right, minus 143. So I think it's time to turn southeast on there. So let's head on this way and see if we can find anything. Yeah, right. Anything useful along this direction, but so far, not really. There isn't much I could think of that I need from the Badlands for this particular challenge. So let's head on our way. Maybe not too much. I don't think you get much in the way of wildlife in the Badlands either. Not much in all. I think Actually, I can't really think of any typical wildlife you find in the Badlands. Well, if that's the case, then maybe that's something they could do someday, is to have a Badlands update where they can update the wildlife for the area. But I have a feeling it's certainly not going to be in the next update, because that's where they're going to be updating the mountains and the caves and all. And I've had my first little peek at that, because they're starting snapshots in the job edition now. And I'm sure they'll be doing that for quite some time, because I think it's scheduled for the summertime, they said, and that means maybe 7 or 8 months, let's say 8 months before that update's going to be ready. It's going to have a very long snapshot cycle, because they want to make sure that uh, they get it into a state that works. Now, of course, here's some people panicking on a couple of things after just the first snapshot, which, well, yeah, there are going to be some things that, oh, good grief. How did I get off? I got off into the wrong direction there, didn't I? So, that's the direction I wanted to go. All right. Not much in the way there, but we do have a setting sun. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab some wood and then head down. I want to see if I could make all of my charcoal tonight. See, I've got 61 right now. And of course, I'm going to need wood for other items also. But the way this world isn't exactly filled to, oh no, it is getting late. So I better get down to an area that I'm comfortable with. And a mine shaft. Well, suppose we could start with the mine shaft and then work from there. Let's see, one, two. Oh, only two. Unfortunately, there are going to be nasty monsters all over the place. And nasty other things. In addition to that, good. All right. There we are. We've got, too bad we don't, one of the weeks we don't need spider web. And here we go, plenty of the stuff. Right. Good. Good. Now, let's get, oh, we are going to be needing some blocks. That's right. Some stone. Let's see if I could start digging down and find some stone they can convert into cobble. Because that's the disadvantage of where I'm at. But I was hoping starting near the bottom was going to help alleviate that little problem. But apparently, oh, actually, I think I finally got some stone there. All right, good. Some stone. Yay! Very important thing to get in this particular challenge. And how much we got right now? We'll find out in a moment. That means I can make a furnace, because a furnace is going to become important. Maybe get some iron, because we are going to need some iron for a bucket, so that we can get that bucket of lava. First, I was wondering where I was going to get the lava. I did get the lava spell, despite the fact that I want to avoid fire ticking off. Oh, well, we've got some pretty up close and personal zombies, it looks like. All right, so I gotta be careful to make sure I avoid those little pests. Let's see, we get this up here, and we will want a furnace. Good. And what do we want? We do want to get some. Let's see. Usually, I start out with creating 3 of those, so I could get a little bit of charcoal. And this time, even if I do run to my usual problem of having more, of getting so much coal eventually that it makes the entire idea of having charcoal ridiculous. Oh yeah, I do really need to make stone tools also. That would be rather silly to continue to use stone tools at this point. Let's see here. I mean, to continue to use wooden tools at this point. All right, here's a pickaxe. Good. Then we get a regular axe. Good. And we can get a shovel, which I'll probably need. And I might as well make a hoe also, just in case it comes in handy for something. And let's see. What I'll do is I will use that for that. And use the other two to make torches. And now, oh, I guess I might as well also toss that into there. Give it a little extra something to burn along the way. Now we can get digging. I want to get some iron and some, well, Little coal won't hurt. Let's see, where did I put that pickaxe? Oh yes, it's in the other slot. There you go. Continue on now. Let's see if I remember everything I need. I need gold blocks. Oh, hold on. We're in the Badlands. I'm thinking all along that you have to go very, very deep in order to get coal and gold, but no. Badlands. That means that we are going to find gold probably very easily. Now, the redstone, of course, is still going to have to be pretty deep unless we run into chests, because chests often include redstone, so it's possible that we could find a chest or two that includes that. Now, we do have this mine shaft that we're in there. That's another thing to check out. Now, let's see. Absolutely nothing around? Really? Well, I was hoping to find out if there was a mine shaft in the air, but I should think about mine shafts and chests and all. Of course, I have no idea where the chest will be, so I'm not too sure I really want to emphasize that. But at least finding the Badlands shouldn't be too difficult, since I found that rather easily at the beginning, which means I'll never see them again once I leave. Because, right, I'll completely forget about them. I'm sure I will, because this is Mage Rage and I find a way to get lost no matter what. But it looks like the area has a complete lack of carbon and metals, because I don't see anyone around here. Right? Bunches of. I don't know why looking at they're saying, is that copper? I said, no, we don't have copper in the. We don't have copper in the official builds yet. So, no, it's not copper. But that is gold. Hmm. All right. All right. Good. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see. First of all, let's try this gold here, since it's really nice and obvious in its location. Now, was there anything else that looks like, because it looked like there might be some sort of metal next to that lantern I put down there. Yeah, it is gold, very definitely. I just, I managed to hit every spot except for the location of the piece of gold that I was looking to get. Well, that was really bad, but it looks like there's another piece right over there. Let's try this surgical extraction. And every time I do, oh, I only need 3 more pieces. Only 1 more piece, and I've got this here. So getting the gold is certainly was one of the easier tasks through here. All right, so I've got plenty of gold. I've got no iron, which would be a more important thing to get at the moment. Oh, oh, coal. That'll be useful. It means I can use the coal instead of charcoal for taking care of whatever else is left. All right, good. All right, bit of gold there. All right. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, that gives me 4 coal so far, but I'm going to need a lot more than that in the end. And I better get back because I think the... Oh, yes, it is already the end of the day, so I better head back to the central area. I'm not going to smelt the gold yet then, because I'm going to be wanting to utilize the day as efficiently as possible. I've already wasted a bit of it, I'm sure. So that'll be the end of today's episode. I'll see you next time where we are going to head out and see if we could find a sheep in the next episode of Mage Rage for November 2020.